She comes across like diamonds, diamonds, easy in love when the lights are low. She comes into focus, focus, the closer she gets, the more I know. She takes more whiskey than my wine,
So far, this has been a delicious afternoon. I started off with a gin and tonic after getting home from getting groceries. Then I had a famous grouse ruby cask with port wood, ruby port. That was nice. Nice place to start. And then I went to a delicious Shelter Point Montfort 141 Montfort District 141, and that had so much tropical fruit in there. It was delicious, fantastic whiskey. No wonder it won a gold medal at the Canadian Whiskey Awards 2019. Over here, I have something that started making an appearance on the shelves back in late March of 2020. This is the Bruichladdich. Start at the beginning. Bruichladdich Organic 2009. I don't know what it is that makes this organic. I think I'll find out by reading what's on the box or on the label. Oh, come on. Oh, the old style Bruichladdich bottles. When was this bottled? That's the question. Well, that's nice. It even has the plastic thing in here, the plastic thing that holds the bottle in the cylinder. You know the thing I'm talking about. This thing. It has one of these. Okay. Well, I'm going to pour me a dram of this as soon as I get it open, and I'll let you know what it says on the can and on the bottle. This is bottled at 50% alcohol by volume, like just about everything else Bruichladdich. Yeah, a little more. The Organic 2009. Okay. I'm going to see if I can figure out the... Oh! This one has longitude and latitude, just like the Shelter Point that I did before this. 57 degrees 31 minutes north and 4 degrees 3 minutes west. Okay. You don't have a lot of contrast. Mid-Cool Farms, Delgros Farmer, William Rose. Mid-Cool has been farmed by the Rose family since 1912. Now entirely organic, this progressive 2.755 acre estate has a closed-loop fertility system that generates electricity using an anaerobic digester while allowing almost all waste material to be recycled as fertilizer. That's where it got that. Adam Hannett, head distiller. Bruichladdich Barley Provenance Series. Since day one at Bruichladdich, the integrity and provenance of our barley has been paramount. This series explores the esoteric diversity of our essential raw material. Oh, what's all this? The whiskey we distill from the organic barley of Mid-Cool reflects the, or is it Mid-Cowl? C-O-U-L. I don't know how you pronounce that, but cowl or cool. Reflects the complex natural flavors of the landscape, just as our stillmen refuse to abandon the traditional craft of distillation in favor of automation or industrialization. So Farmer William Rose rejects the use of herbicides, pesticides, and artificial fertilizers. Crop rotation is key. Our barley must take its turn in a 7-year farm cycle that also produces organic cattle, sheep, oats, beans, grass, carrots, market gardening, and a megawatt of green electricity. Respecting the land, the soil, and the climate nourishes a genuine and thorough understanding of terroir, and the results are pure Bruichladdich. Rich, complex, and a fascinating expression of provenance, we can sense, feel, and taste the results in the glass. Once again, land and dram united. Unpeated, Islay single malt Scotch whiskey, distilled, matured, and bottled, unchill filtered, and coloring free at Bruichladdich Distillery, Islay, Scotland, product of Scotland. I regret that I did not get to visit Bruichladdich. We went to Bunnahabhain instead when I went on the tour of Islay last year. Certified by the Biodynamic Association to European Organic Standards 8342007 and 889/2008 as amended. USDA National Organic Program Final Rule ? CFR Part 203 certified. Okay. I think I've read everything that's on here. Does it say anything else on the bottle? Mid-Cool Farms Dalcross High Provenance Single Estate Organic Barley. And a single malt whiskey, conceived, distilled, matured, and bottled, unchill filtered, and coloring free at Bruichladdich Distillery, Isle of Islay, Scotland. Product of Scotland. Okay. Bruichladdich, Islay single malt Scotch whiskey, organic, Mid-Cool Farms, and so on. Whole bunch of certified organic by Biodynamic Agricultural Association. And a whole bunch of international symbols right there. All right, I've been going on for 8 minutes and I haven't even nosed this yet. Shame on me. As I go on and taste more whiskeys in a session of recording videos, they tend to get longer and longer. Smells clean and fresh. Let's see what we got in the way of legs. At 50%, it should be fairly viscous. Oh. Yeah, they're thick enough. And they hang on. They hang on. Are there secondaries? Secondaries starting to form slowly, slowly. Yes. All right. On the nose, I'm getting what to me resembles my memory of the Classic Laddie or the Laddie 10 unpeated Bruichladdich. 2009. So when was this bottled? This was bottled, what, a couple of years ago? It's 8 or 9 years old, I'm guessing. So it would be just like the Classic Laddie, but they're emphasizing the farm and the provenance of the barley that went into this. It has that malty sweet Bruichladdich nose, some vanilla, some light fruits like pears, apples, light orchard fruits. I'm getting a little bit of cotton candy too. It's sweet. Sweet and malty and a little bit fruity. As I dig deeper, the malty notes get more pronounced. And am I getting a little bit of chocolate, Tootsie Roll chocolate? Seems to me, yes. Unmistakably unpeated Bruichladdich. If you've had unpeated Bruichladdich before, you'd feel that this is quite familiar. Unpeated Bruichladdich has not been my favorite in the past. I'm hoping for this dram to prove me wrong. First sip. It's a little hot. I think it could use a bit of water. This is just the first sip. I'm getting alcohol. Not exactly burning, but I'd say tingling on the sides of my tongue and the insides of my cheek. I don't know, for some reason Bruichladdich isn't right without peat. For me. I mean, it's alright. But, you know, if they would have had some peat in there and said the Organic Port Charlotte 2009, now that would have been something. But that was only a first sip. I'm going to come back and have some more. On the nose once again. Malty. Sweet. I'm going to have to try this with water too, but on our second sip. you know it's good. There's apples and pears, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit malty. Not overly complex. I'm going to add some water. I'm going to see if this opens it up a little bit. Here we go. That was a bit of water. Bruichladdich, the organic. 700 mils, 50% alcohol by volume. What did I pay? $114.99. Okay, so $11.50 liquor tax. And that would be $5.75. Goods and service tax plus 10 cents. 0.1. That's 10 cents. So $17.35 in taxes and bottle deposit and everything else, plus the initial $114.99. $132.34 out the door if you pay Interac. It would be $132.35 out the door if you pay cash, because we don't do pennies when we round up and write. So $132. Is it worth it to me? $700 mils. I've added water to this. It's still malty. I'm getting more of that cotton candy note. Malty. It smells a little bit like, what was it, the lipstick my mother wore when I was 2 years old. I don't know. It has that lipstick note. Can't describe it any other way. Bit malty. Yeah, malty. What else am I getting here? The water may have just watered it down instead of bringing out any other flavors. There's the maltiness again. Mother's lipstick when I was 2 years old. Am I getting any apples and pears? Not really. Maybe a hint. Tiny little bit of vanilla, but not much. Not getting any caramel or any butterscotch or very little. Let's taste it now that we've added water to it. well, it has a lot more flavor now that I've added a bit of water. Definitely not burning quite so much. Maybe it needs a little more because it is still burning quite a bit. That should just about do it. $115 plus $17 tax, $132. This is definitely strong. I think I'm getting more cotton candy now than I was before. Less apples and pears, more cotton candy. Still a bit malty. On the palate, a bit of malt. The finish. Oh wait, I'm getting a bit of fruit in the finish. And a lot of malt in the finish. And the finish is still there. Very interesting. Yeah, like I said, the water doesn't seem to bring out much. If anything, it makes it a little easier to drink. And it still has that cotton candy note. That seems to be the one thing that's hanging on. I should know by now that unpeated Bruichladdich is not my thing. This may be wonderful for some people, but for me, the Bruichladdich isn't quite right unless it's a Port Charlotte and has some peat to it. I'm sorry, but that's just my finding. It's good, but it's not exactly my thing. To me, Bruichladdich has to have peat in it. And I'm not talking Octomore overpriced stuff. I'm talking about a nice balance. Port Charlotte. Slanchava.
Food Queen. Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.